Hey YouTube, it's the04. Before I start the main video, if I'm fresh out of rant ideas, so if you want me to do one of my, I guess, somewhat famous rants, drop me a line, send me a YouTube message, send me a message on Facebook, or stop me in the hallways if you see me in school. Do that, I'll try and get around to it, but I got a lot of shit to do, so I'm not going to be able to do every request. Some, I might. And, cliched as they are, I might actually do a fucking shout out. Now, this video, as you can tell, I got my flame shield up. Because I'm going to be taking some heat from the majority of the kids that go to my school, because, no offense, but, I mean, come on. I only know like 3 out of, like, only a few people I know of actually have PS3s at my school, and are proud owners of them. Whereas the majority of people have a 360, and they're stuck playing Call of Duty, you know, most of the time. I got nothing against Call of Duty. I mean, for all I'm concerned, for all I care, Modern Warfare 2, it was okay. I just played the campaign in a few hours. I beat it. It was okay. I'm used to epic plots, like Metal Gear. So, for me, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, it was okay. I mean, the gameplay was fun and all that, but other than that, And I didn't really like the multiplayer. Spec Ops was fun, but the multiplayer online, fuck it. I didn't like it. Now I know my one friend will say, you tried to free-for-all and people are camping. Like, well, you know what? I sort of like my free-for-all. So this way you can hold your own. And that way, if you're sucking in Team Deathmatch, you play a little free-for-all. Sharpen your skills up. All you have to do is lose your trigger happiness in Team Deathmatch and boom! Instant Rambo. Minus the bandana thing. You have a shirt, and you're not as much of a fucking badass. But anyhow, my current generation console comparison. For argument's sake, I'm leaving the Wii out of this. It does not hold a candle to the PS3 and the 360 based on its technological merits. Yes, the motion sensor is good. There are some hardcore titles that are third-party that don't suck. But given the circumstances and the fact that it's sold to undersized housewives, I'm not even going to really compare it because there's nothing really much to compare it to. I'm sorry. And I'm a loyal Nintendo person. I mean, I've been doing Nintendo since I was like in the 2nd grade. So, yeah. Sorry, Nintendo fanboys that are really, really, you know, I mean, like, it's hard to be a Nintendo fanboy these days. Especially if you're hardcore. Wanna know why? Because Nintendo's a fucking sellout. But that's a rant. Oh, shit, I actually got a rant idea. That's a rant for later. But today, we're going to be comparing the only 2 systems on the market that you can compare with fairness. And you're not essentially comparing an Atari 2600 to a fucking Sega Genesis, which is essentially trying to compare the Wii to a PS3 or 360. It doesn't make any sense. We all know the Genesis kicks the shit out of the 2600. Even if the 2600 did have some classic games. It's based on the technological merits. So, the PS3, we'll start with this, because I got everything set up for the PS3 right now. Let's start with the system itself. As you can see, I got the original, it's not the original fat launch model, but it's based off of the design. It doesn't have the old hardware, like, you know, it doesn't have the 4 USB ports that the launch model had. And there's no, like, extra media outputs under this thing, because this is just for show. I had to do that for cut down costs, but despite that, it's a really, really good system. It's solid, it's seen me through a lot, and I'm going to get a long, healthy life out of it. And a bit of a further kick in the nuts for those people that are ready at the comment board, ready to flame at me, despite the fact I have my flame shield up. No red ring of death. Now, oh, then Microsoft fixed the red ring of death. You know what? I'm not fucking buying it because I'm still waiting on my 360 to get red ringed anytime soon. So let's see. PS3. Yes, it started off as a $600 launch for the premium bundle. Yes, the launch games were terrible and only one of them was really worth getting. The rest were mediocre shit. Yes, it did take a while for some good games to come around. Yes, some of the key exclusives jumped ship. But you know what? Does that stop me from loving it every second? Hell no! Are you kidding me? Well, some of the exclusives that people were mainly holding on, like Final Fantasy 13, may have jumped ship. Personally, I'm getting the PS3 version of Final Fantasy 13, and I've never even played 7. But I'm just getting the PS3 version because let's put it this way. Could you picture playing Halo on a PlayStation? No. I cannot picture playing Metal Gear or fucking Final Fantasy on a 360. Which is why I will be getting Final Fantasy 13 and Metal Gear Solid Rising on the PS3, the system it was built to play for. Now let's take a look at the exclusive PS3 games that I have, which constitutes a good 7 of them. The lucky 7. As you can see, healthy library of exclusives. Holding up, and I love every one of them. Even if Little Big Planet was a big bitch at the end. Yeah, Sackboy's got a cute little family-friendly face. Yet towards the end of the game, you will get your ass handed to you more times than you can think we handed Nazi Germany its own ass in Wolfenstein 3D and beating the shit out of Mecha Hitler. So yeah, we got our exclusives. What can I say? Not all of these get the attention and hype that Modern Warfare 2 would get, but they are worth purchasing the system over. For me, the one that sold it was, for me, for months, actually, sold me on the system, was motherfucking Metal Gear. Beat the game 8 times, 9th time through. I got this in August. Yeah, 9th time through. Epic plot, must buy for anybody who's a Metal Gear fan, but that's redundant since most Metal Gear fans have played it and beaten it at least 10 times. But I also have to say, the multiplayer is, dare I say, solid. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. But then we have the other exclusive that appeal to people that don't really have the patience for lengthy 20-minute cutscenes. Like Little Big Planet, which has no cutscenes whatsoever, but rather wacky, fun little characters, a level editor, that you can make your own levels, including many levels on the community based on Super Motherfucking Mario Brothers. And there is a Game of the Year edition, which comes with a lot of the previous DLC on the disc. Thanks Media Molecule, you fucking screwed me over, you pricks. Uncharted. Now, a lot of people were saying this was the game to get the PS3 for, and I gotta say, you are fucking right. It's Indiana Jones, Tomb Raider, although, frankly, it's slightly better than Tomb Raider, even though you're not looking at Lara Croft and her sexy ass and nice boobs, but that's what the internet's for. A good story, compelling characters, and overall, it's a good game, worth getting. But the puzzles might confuse some people, which is where a walkthrough might come in, such as in my case, but I'm an idiot, what are you gonna do? Then we have Ratchet and Clank. Where would we be without these guys? And they seem like kitty little platformers, but in reality, they tell a story of kick-assness. And that's all I need to say. Then we have, which is essentially the Gears of War and Halo for the PS3, Killzone 2. It also can count as a sci-fi Call of Duty, and in my opinion, beats the shit out of Modern Warfare 2 in terms of story and multiplayer. If you don't believe me, have a friend that has a PS3 and they have this game, play it. If it doesn't turn you over, then but you can't deny, it's a really good online and single player experience. And then Infamous. Personally, this is the one PS3 game that I am playing constantly. You're a superhero with electrical powers. Either be the guy that everybody loves, or the guy who people throw stones at because you beat up one too many housewives. Frankly, I sort of like being the evil guy more, because I just love being a douchebag. But hey, I'm a douchebag in real life. Adds up perfectly. And then, the 2 third-party games for the system that I have. This one, there's a clear difference between the 360 and the PS3 version in terms of graphics. And as people say, there's no really a difference. At first glance, I will say, look closer, and you will see the difference. Here, for example, the environments actually look like they would be on Mars. In the barren dust mining sector, it actually looks like a fucking desert, as the whole planet is a desert. But it actually looks like it could be, it looks a hell of a lot better than the 360 version. And if you don't believe me, and you have a PS3 and a 360, and you need a comparison, download the demo, look at them side by side, and you'll see what I mean. And as for Need for Speed Shift, I just played the PS3 demo. I didn't even bother with the 360 version, solely because I don't have the fucking hard drive space. I got a measly 10 gigabytes to store everything. Yeah, I got one of the old 360s, so I got gypped. I got fucking gypped. Let's see.